what I do is I do a whole row, and I look down and see if there happens to be a drip coming off them. Sometimes I put paint on there because it won't bubble then, but there's a drip. Then I gotta pick it up here and take off that drip. And a lot of times it gathers, the drip will gather up around the top here, right at the top. And it drips down off this edge right here is where it comes, right there on that edge. Right on that edge, you'll see it dripping straight down. Sometimes they're long drips, you can't miss it. Okay, but you gotta clean those off gently, otherwise you have to repaint it again. Okay, once they're all done, then I have the cords over here, and I'll show you how I gotta kind of do the cords and how I label everything. So let me do that real quick. Move my paint out of the way here. My paintbrush. Move my board out of the way. And let me just gather my tripod here. And we use this side of the tripod. Okay? And I'm going to show you something here with the tripod. Where do I have it here? Oh, here we go. I'm going to show you something. Okay. You'll see this board. I can point out to you. I've made this jig here, and this bottle fits right by it, right on both sides. Doesn't rabble back, doesn't go back and forth. The only thing sometimes, the ornament sometimes on an angle at the bottom, so you just have to adjust that a little bit. This bottom piece, I put it on so it's completely level. All right, I put this on first, then I put these, and I measure to make sure that it's exact, and then I use glue. I like using Gorilla Glue. So, but anyway, so that's what this jig looks like. You'll see all kinds of marks here. Depending on what the ornament is and where the label is placed, I will mark, like in this case here, I have these two bold marks. And that will be my eye of where I want to label. And I'll show you this right here. This happens to be, we call it a number 2 Barone. It's from Castello Amaretto. So what I do is I will use here, I'll take the label. Again, I go from the side of the label. And let me see if I can show you this on an angle. To have it straight, I put it right when I'm done. You will see that the black marks, I'm right on the black marks. That indicates that I have that label on straight. Sometimes I might pull it, like I've mentioned before, I'll have down a little bit and I gotta re-straighten it. But these marks gives me an idea where this label is supposed to be, so it's consistent in every label where it's put on the bottle. Now I don't know if you can see this right here. See that bubble line there? Right in here. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but that bubble line, all I have to do is straighten it out and pull. I go down and pull out, and as you can see, it releases that bubble in there. All right? So that's why these marks are here. And I'm going to show you another one. I'll use the same kind of bottle here. sometimes you come across where a customer wants two labels on. Alright? I'm just going to put this one on here. I'm going to put it at the same level as that. See how I pulled my thumbs down and straight out? There's a label there. Now this customer wants a label in the back too. Now when we do that, you turn it around on the back and you want to have it so it's even with the front one. Now how you do that is I look at the sides of this label, the sides of it, and I can see the edges and the side. So I go a little bit down, and then I'll place the label on the back, and see how it kind of meets it there? Alright? You go a little bit down what you think, because your eye it doesn't adjust straight like that. And then you have an ornament that's like this, it has the two labels on it. Okay? You make an extra nickel by putting the second label on. So just to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like with having a double label. Alright? I think that's it on labeling. Oh, now let's take one of these here. Get my drill. I'm going to punch out this gold again. As you can see, these were not effective for me. Many times I'll have a little bump up here, a little one, and what I try to do on my bottles when I'm looking at them, I put it on here and I look for the straightest line. Once I see that straight line, I don't care where this is. If the straight line is perfect, like right here, there's a good straight line. So that's where I'm going to put my label. Okay? And in this case, this one's a different label. This one here is the Pinot Grigio from Castello. And I'll just put this down here because this one is lower. See, I've used a different line on that because it's supposed to be lower. Alright, now you're going to need a cord to be put on there. I do it all at once. I'll punch out the gold. I'll put my cord in first, and the cord, you twist it a little bit in your hand like I'm twisting it. Can you see with my thumb there? I'm twisting it. Makes it small, and it goes through the hole like that. Then you take this in where the knot is. And that goes in this hole, I call it the rabbit hole. You got it in the rabbit hole, and then you pull tight. And you see that that cord is now attached. What I've done in there. Okay? Now I have it completed. Again, there's just a little line, a little bubble in there. I'll just take my thumb. And the reason why that bubble shows, sometimes I can't get my thumbs all the way down because I have the wood in the way here. So that sometimes that little slight bubble will be in there. So that would be a finished product. And I line these all in the box. I line them all up each way. I take one out. I put a cord on. Put the label on. Then I put it in the box again. And I'll fill up the whole box. I'll fill up one whole side, then I flip it around the other side. And when I'm all done with that, okay, understand what this board and how it works, is that then I will take out a bunch of these sleeves. I'll put them in the box like I did on the board, on the magnet board. And I again flip them in here and I put them off on the edge. I do the same thing, but I keep everything on the box lid because otherwise they'll roll all over the table. You'll be chasing them like this here. Okay? So I leave them all in the box. And then I'll pack them again, 15 on a level. And there's usually 60 in a box when it comes down to an ornament. So that's 4 levels of 15 each. And that'll give you what the number of 60 would be for that box. And again, I would label it at the top, like I did before, and I write a 60 on there. Alright? And if you have any questions on this, I'll be with you anyway, because I'm going to be showing you all this up close and personal, but I want some things for you to review and look at and see how things work. The only thing I haven't showed on any of the videos is how to prepare these sheets. These sheets sometimes will come on 500 once in a big long sheet, and there'll be a vinyl over it. And there's a special way of cutting these sheets so you can manage it. And I will show you how to do that when I'm with you. And so I can show you how to maneuver these sheets and how to work with them and have them so that the sticker has the label here. Then you can just take it right off. Just like we do on the side like that. Okay? And we'll show that later on. Alright. That's all at this time. I'll probably think of other things down the road, but the majority of how to put magnets together and ornaments together is all on these various videos. So you're going to have fun with this. Once you get some speed in there, you make a lot of money per hour. You make, depending on what it is. You make a little bit of money more money doing these and the ornaments. And once you're doing all of it yourself together, you're going to make some very good money. Okay? Again, I've been doing this for 8 years. It's nice to have that extra income, and I do it at my own pace. Unless there's a fast order, then I get rocking and rolling with it. But I can go at my own pace. I can go play golf in the morning. The afternoon, if I want to, I can go ahead and label or paint. But I can show you all the little intricacies of a lot of this. But you're going to enjoy it. You have a good time. With custom bottle magnets. It's a great company to work for. You're going to be an independent contractor. You'll have a 1099 for doing this process and the production. So, any questions, just give me a holler. Again, 708 or 707-287-8505 or bill@bottlemagnets.com. All right? Enjoy.